Hey everybody, it's Pete Werner coming to you from my office in my home here in Orlando. I am joined for this broadcast by
Newsflash, people are different.
one
So we should
of somebody's playing something.
introduce.
I don't. Was that you, Elaine?
That was my fault. That was totally my fault. The YouTube popped up. So,
All right. I'm joined by Dreams Unlimited travel agent Elaine Edwards. You've seen her on some shows.
Hey, friend.
We wanted to come out and this morning to talk about this new offer that dropped last night or yesterday afternoon by Disney for people who have had their reservations canceled as a result of the closure. So before we get into discussion, let me go through what we believe we know this offer to be, because there is some confusion. If you had a reservation that was canceled, and this is either a package or a room only, after March, from March 1st through, this offer is valid only for guests who booked a vacation package or room-only reservation to stay at a Disney Resort hotel from March 16th through May 31st. This offer is not valid for people who canceled their trip before March 1st. And this is effectively a free dining offer. I want to make sure I'm very clear here. This is only for people who whose reservation was canceled. Now, even though they have not said they're going to be closed through May 31st, if you've canceled your reservation in this window, and it was to happen before May 31st, even if the park opens, you're still eligible for this. This does have to be booked by May 31st. Now, if you were working with a Dreams Unlimited travel agent, your agent will be reaching out to you. If you were not, and you would like to book with Dreams, which I would ask that you do because we need the support, send an email to future_bookings@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. We will have a link to that email address right below this in the description. Eligible, and so I'm going to read the rest of the description here. Eligible guests can take advantage of an exclusive vacation package offer that includes accommodations at a select Disney Resort hotel, park admissions, and a Disney dining plan, valid for arrivals most nights June 1st through September 30th when you book by May 31st. You'll receive a quick service dining plan if you're staying at a value or a moderate. You'll receive the regular dining plan if you are staying at select deluxe resorts and select deluxe Disney Villa resorts. The other thing that we are finding out is that people, DVC members who had a reservation booked with points during this time that was canceled, are eligible to book this offer. But this is a cash offer. You can't use your points for this. So if, I'm eligible for this offer on both fronts because I had a 4-night stay at the Boardwalk planned at the end of March, and then we were moving over to 4 nights, I think, at Coronado Springs. So I'm eligible for this on both. Now, the problem is we're not able to get through. I believe Elaine is still on hold with Disney?
Yes, I am currently on hold. I've been on hold for a couple hours. We know that wait times right now for us as travel agents are over 3.5-4 hours at this point.
So if you send that email into future_bookings@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, be patient with us. You will be assigned an agent. The other thing is that Dreams is sweetening the offer. Anybody who books this with us will also get a $50 Disney gift card as our way of saying thank you for showing your support to us. And we're going to honor that if you've booked at all with us over the last few weeks. We want to say thank you for showing your support, and we want to make sure that money is coming into our agents. This was John. John was the one who came up with this. I'm not going to take credit for it. So when John says he wants to give away something like that, you say yes, because it doesn't happen very often. This obviously a response to coronavirus. We knew something was going to happen. We didn't know when. I was just talking about this yesterday in one of the live Q&As we were doing, that they were going to respond. They were probably going to respond with something offering free dining, because that's the thing that just makes all Disney fans insane. And, from a travel agency standpoint, I'm thrilled we have something to book. We do have one agent that was able to get through on this morning, and she reported that she saved her client $945 over the reservation that they had already had booked. So now that's anecdotal, one reservation. I'm not saying those savings are going to be that way for everybody, but the one we were able to get through so far today, that's what we've been hearing. So Elaine, are you surprised by this?
So free dining is what definitely surprised me, because as we saw on the free dining offer that was offered earlier this year, it was so limited. We've seen the last several years that free dining was kind of on its way out, and we were really unsure if we were even going to get it for 2020 now that Galaxy's Edge is open. And so it was so limited that it was only a handful of days. And for Disney to now come and say anybody that has been booked within this 2-month period can now rebook, and we'll give you this offer, is awesome.
Now we are getting some other information. I'm watching my emails because this is a very fluid situation right now. They're offering this for as little as a 2-night stay with a 2-day base ticket. If you're emailing in, you must include your old reservation number, the reservation number for the vacation that was canceled. We absolutely need that information. So it really is. It's a stunning offer. I mean, just on the face, we got to see what the numbers look like when they come in. But I'm going to say that, bravo to Walt Disney Travel for, stepping up and giving us something like this to book. Wow, I'm also hearing from Teresa that Disney has closed the queue for incoming calls right now because they're so overwhelmed. So that's why I'm saying, just please be patient with us. Please be patient with us on this. But I mean, yeah, it was funny because we were just talking about this yesterday on our Q&A about they were going to have to do something. So I realized that there are probably going to be a lot of people who are like, well, why not open this up to everybody? Right now, this is being done as guest recovery. And I think it's a brilliant way to do it. I don't think they had any alternative. Free dining, the thing that's going to get everybody crazy, right, is free dining. And the fact that Central Reservations just had to close their phone lines is an example of that.
Yes, and we have a lot of people in the chat right now asking about what about AP holders. And what we have kind of come to a conclusion with is that the wording we received said that if you had a package booked or you had a room-only reservation booked, you can book this new offer. However, what that means is that if you had a room-only reservation, you now need to book this as a package, and you do have to have a minimum of 2-day ticket. It doesn't have to be a park hopper like the majority of our free dining reservations have been. It's a 2-day ticket. It can be a base ticket. So if you had an AP reservation already, you just want to do the math of, okay, does my room-only reservation with an AP discount come out better than doing this with free dining, getting 2 tickets, or your agent can do it for you.
Right. Your agent can handle that for you. Yeah. I mean, you got to remember there's a free dining offer here, and you've got to factor that in at what, for the regular dining, it's about $77 an adult per day.
For the Disney dining plan, which is the one that they are giving with this offer. We now have 4 different dining packages.
Right. So it's the Disney dining plan with deluxe and deluxe villa, and it's the quick service plan with value and moderate, is what we understand. Now, again, there has been confusion here, so we may correct this information. Now, obviously, we'll keep that information up to date as we learn it on wdwinfo.com. We have all this information there as well. It's on the homepage right now. But I'm so happy to be able to come out and do one of these broadcasts where I've got something to tell you. Like, we've got something new. And I'm so incredibly excited about it. Because, well, I guess that's what happens when you're trapped in your house for, 2+ weeks now. But I think that I think it's also telling that they're saying for arrivals June 1st. They feel confident they'll open these parks on June 1st. No way they're putting this out. Now, granted, it's a gamble. It's a gamble because we don't know that June 1st. Or maybe this is Disney's way of saying we don't care. On June 1st, we're opening our parks.
Something that we're kind of seeing and we're kind of speculating about is that right now, if you just go on Disney's website, you cannot make a booking for April or May. That does not mean that they may not open in May. They may open in May, but maybe they want to limit capacity of who's coming in if they feel like it is safe to open in May.
Well, yeah, again, in our Q&A yesterday, we were talking about that as well, that they can't just open the parks, right? They have to staff up. There are food issues, like they have to have notice to start ordering food. Otherwise, people who arrive, let's say they open the parks on May 31st and the people arriving for this on June 1st, we're giving you free dining, but there's no food to serve you. There's like 2 restaurants you can go to. So they really have to, logistically, and, I'm going to give them a lot of leeway right now because, sometimes like when we do a restaurant review of a new restaurant that just opened or a new hotel that just opened, I don't give them too much leeway on that, because they've opened hotels and restaurants before and they know what goes into it. They know what's involved. They know what they're supposed to do. And if they don't do it, well, then they're going to get dinged for it. This is not that case. They have never faced this. They have never faced anything even remotely approaching this. So they are figuring this out as they go. And we have to understand that and give them a pass. Like I said, there's like some contradictory information coming to us about this package, and not all questions are answered, and they weren't staffed up at CRO, obviously, to handle the volume of calls coming in. We talked about pent-up demand. We've talked about on various shows over the last couple of weeks what the pent-up demand would look like. CRO just closed their phone lines, and this is after 2 weeks of the parks being closed. CRO just had to close their phone lines, and only because of the volume of people whose reservations were canceled. This isn't a general offer. So it's, you're getting a really good look at what pent-up demand is going to look like. Imagine what happens when they announce, okay, we're going to be opening the parks on this date. And I'm waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day as a Disney fan. I'm waiting for that day as an owner in a Disney-centric travel agency. I'm waiting for that day. And I know you as an agent, Elaine, are certainly waiting for that day.
I am very much waiting for that day. I mean, we've all been kind of on edge and on our seat of wondering what's going to happen, because the previous date we were given is that we're going to be closed through March 31st. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting. And then we were told until further notice. And that is kind of like, well, what do we do with this? We didn't know how to approach this. We didn't know what to do with this, because we don't know. We don't know what to do with that, and we're kind of a little bit lost.
Well, we're in the same boat Disney is, right? We've never faced this either.
Exactly. So for them to now come back and say, okay, look, this is what we're going to do, is April and May can now book for summer under this great deal, and it gives me a lot of hope, because I think we all are in the same boat that we want this over with sooner rather than later.
Oh, sure.
But, and so this gives me hope, and I'm excited about it.
Well, I also think it, just from a psychological standpoint, for people, understandably really disappointed that their vacations were canceled, it gives them something to start planning for, right? It gives them something to plan. And I'm sorry, but Disney fans are never happier than when they are planning their next trip. I have built an incredible business around that. I mean, look at disboards.com, look at the DIS, look at these shows. This is all about supporting people who are planning vacations. And I think that's why I'm excited. It's so funny. Like 2 weeks ago, this would not have fazed me. It would be something, okay, we got to get this out. We got to promote it. We got to, can we talk about it? But it's like, it's part of doing business. This, it's like, I'm like, like last night, because I saw this at 9 o'clock last night. I'm not sure when they dropped it, but it was late, right?
Yeah.
So I don't imagine that was sitting there for any length of time and I didn't know about it. So very excited about this. Very, 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 very excited about this. So Elaine, when are you going to plan your next vacation?
So my next vacation with my family, our big blowout, is planned for June 6th. And I have not canceled my reservation yet because I was hanging on to hope.
Well, maybe now you want to cancel and book this.
No. And that's the thing. And that's why I brought that up earlier, is that you cannot go on Disney's website right now and book a reservation for April and May in hopes that, I'm going to trick the system. I'm going to book this, cancel it, and then rebook free dining. No, you can't do it. So don't even try it, people.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, I don't think this cannot be booked online, can it? You have to call in.
No, this cannot be booked online. This can only be booked by phone at this time. Of course, we hope that they will open this up so that we can book this for our clients online and just modify their reservations. But again, this is super fluid. It's super new. We don't know quite what's going on. I think something we need to talk about is with the $50 gift card that you're offering, that is for both current Dreams clients as well as not yet Dreams clients.
That is absolutely correct. Anybody who books this package with us will get the $50 Disney gift card in addition.
Yes. So a couple of notes. Some people talk about, a lot of people always question us about our transfer process. So we may want to kind of outline a few of those things, that if you already got through and you booked this yourself directly, you can transfer your reservation to us. It cannot be paid in full. It has to be booked within the last 30 days, which this obviously would, because it just came out last night. And it cannot be transferred directly from another agency.
Getting nice messages from John right now. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Please keep sending those emails in. Future_bookings at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. That's what this smile is. John is like, I'm getting overrun. I'm like, good.
And yes, and that's something too. I want to say thank you to all of our supporters and all of our listeners, because I personally just, in the quote requests that I've been handling the last week, that there have been notes in there from people that say, look, I watch you guys. I've been a fan of the show for years. I want to support you. I would normally book this myself. I wouldn't normally go through a travel agent, but I want to support you guys in what you're doing. So I want you to book my next vacation with me. And that really means so much that you are doing this. And
I got to tell you, it seems like every agent who gets a note like that is sharing it. We have a mass email among our team. And so they're getting, they're sharing all these. It really warms my heart too, but it makes such a difference to these guys. And I want you to remember that the agents, what you guys have gone through these last couple of weeks in terms of, taking care of your clients and answering questions when we didn't have information and kind of guiding them through this process, being the ones to get on the phone with Cruise Line so that they didn't have to. This is why an agent is important. I'm not saying that's just true with Dreams, although I certainly want you to book with Dreams. This is true in general. When you have competent professional agents who know what they're doing, I want to underscore that. Competent professional agents who are well trained and know what they are doing. Now, that's the case with many travel agencies, but not with all. I'm not going to mention names, but I take great pride in the fact that we invest a lot of money and a lot of time training our agents. We bring them into town once a year. We do a week-long training and group building event that I'm looking forward to more this year than I ever have, because I want to sit in front of them face to face and thank them personally for how incredibly they have done their jobs. I mean, they always do, but again, in this circumstance like this, it's insane. I mean, it's like we had no roadmap either. Nobody has a roadmap for this. Nobody. Yet, it's amazing in a crisis. You see the best come out in people. You can also see the worst come out in them, but you really do see the best come out, and that's been evident among my team, not just Dreams, but on the DIS side as well. It's been evident, and certainly in our audience, just in how they're supporting each other and how they're looking to keep everything positive and just kind of share this experience together. Has really been amazing. It's really amazing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, please.
I was just kind of adding on to the competent and know what they're doing, is that for our agents, this is our full-time and really more than full-time job. This is not a hobby business to us. I know that there are lots of Disney-focused agencies out there, and for a lot of them, the agents, it may be that they have a full-time job that they're working during the day, and then they come home in the evening for a few hours, and they book some vacations. This is not the way Dreams operates. This is our full-time, all day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
12 hours a day or more, booking Disney vacations.
That's why
everything.
A few weeks ago, I said something that a few people took exception with when I said any one of my agents will book more vacations in a day than you will probably book in your life. And now there are those people out there that book a lot of vacations, so maybe there are some exceptions, but generally speaking, you guys are doing sometimes 30, 40, 50 reservations. You are either handling or booking for someone. We do have some questions coming in. If you have some questions, I've got somebody in there monitoring the chat room. Chloe is asking, what counts as canceled? Do we have to wait until past the date? I'm not sure I completely understand that. Canceled, what constitutes canceled is you canceled your reservation. Now, whether or not you can cancel it now, I don't think, if you're in this window, I mean, has Disney automatically canceled everything through the end of May?
So what they're doing is that they have not, from what I've seen of what they did in the month of March, when they made the very first announcement that March 16th through March 31st was going to be canceled, I believe those were the dates, the reservations were still live until we called in and canceled them for our guests, or their check-in date passed. If you did not cancel your reservation for March, and say you were scheduled to check in tomorrow on the 30th, and you haven't canceled your reservation yet, after tomorrow passes, your reservation will be automatically canceled and you will be automatically refunded. So whether your reservation was canceled by you, your agent, or by Disney, that is a canceled reservation. And I think we might need to go back over, a lot of people asking about the dates and that kind of thing. We might want to go back over the details, just again for people that are just now tuning in, because a lot of people are asking about dates.
Okay, so let me do that. Hold on, let me move this so you're not staring at my awful profile. Okay, so if you had a reservation booked, either a vacation package or room only, that was scheduled to arrive from March 16th through May 31st, you are eligible for this new free dining package. This is only for people that meet that qualification. Okay? You have a reservation that was booked to arrive between March 16th and May 31st. And so if you have a reservation for July this does not apply to you. You cannot take advantage of this. This is only for those people. You will get, and even if you are room only, you have to book this package. You're eligible to book this package with a room only. There's not a room only discount here. So this is a package that includes hotel, park admission, and the dining plan, depending on what category of hotel you are in. You'll get the quick service dining plan in value and moderate. You'll get the regular dining plan, deluxe, and deluxe villa, as usual. They are saying select resorts. So it may not apply to all of them, although at this point I can't imagine it wouldn't, but they are saying select resorts. So,
and you can book this package by May 31st. So we don't have to do this today, guys. If you that's why we keep saying bear with us, because they have closed down. Disney has closed down their phone lines because they've been so inundated. If you're not scheduled to come, for the next couple of weeks, we can still get to this tomorrow if we have to. But we're getting to them as soon as we can. And
I think it doesn't matter if you've actually canceled your reservation. I think as long as you have an active reservation,
right,
that is taking place before May 31st, you're eligible to rebook with this offer.
Right. We can do the cancel all in the same swoop.
And this is for arrivals June 1st through the end of September 30th. Now, there is some confusion coming in about the DVC. DVC members are getting notices that they are eligible to book this. I assume that we are eligible to book that for them, but we may not be. You may have to go through member services for that. But it will not be a point-based. So like I had 4 nights booked at Boardwalk using points. Technically, I'm eligible for this, but I can't use points for that. This is a cash reservation. So just keep that in mind, that there's no variations that we're aware of on this. This is the package. If you had a reservation scheduled between March 16th through May 31st, whether it's canceled or not, you are eligible for this offer. And I'm going to tell you what, if you have a trip coming up in the middle of May, you're not going, okay? I would highly, highly doubt the parks will be open by then. And I will also say, based on just my gut feeling, and some of the things we're already starting to see, excuse me, some of the things we're already starting to see. Availability is going to evaporate for summer and fall. It's going to evaporate. I think this is the first salvo in that. I think a lot of people, I just want to repeat it, CRO has shut down their phone lines. That's how inundated they're getting right now. And this is just for people whose reservations are affected in a 2.5 month period. What happens when they reopen everybody? So if you plan on going this year, I would hop on any offer like this. If you booked with Dreams, you can reach out to your agent. Your agent will also reach out to you, and they will arrange this for you. If you did not book with Dreams and would like to, which we certainly encourage, future_bookings at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. They will assign you to an agent, and that agent will reach out to you and work with you. Anyone who books this with Dreams, whether you are an existing customer or a new client, $50 Disney gift card is our way of saying thank you for supporting us. But again, I really do want to emphasize to everyone, this is a very fluid situation right now. We are getting some contradictory information. So we're going to keep updating wdwinfo.com as we learn new information. Please don't be upset if something that we've said here turns out not to be the case. We're working on what we have to go with right now. And it's just very, it's a very fluid situation. But exciting nonetheless.
People are asking if this is a limited offer like the normal free dining. And we're still getting that information at this time. We don't know yet if this is a blanket offer or if this is a limited offer, but the wording does say select resorts. So we're still getting that info.
Okay, so getting one of our agents who was able to get through, Animal Kingdom Lodge, 1 room, 2 adults, 1 child, age 6, saved $1,000 on an Animal Kingdom Lodge Savannah View room, September 28th through October 3rd. Good job, Karen Adamakis. 1 room, 2 adults, 1 child, age 17, saved $1,200. 1 room, 2 adults, 2 children, age 10 and 11, saved $1,700. This was at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So these are actual savings that we're seeing as these are being processed. I wish I had more examples to give you, but because the phone lines are closed, we're not able to get through. Again, another great reason to use an agent. Let them sit on the phone so you're not. Elaine loves to be on hold. It's like
sure.
She loves it.
I'm pretty sure I've spent half my life on hold since I've been with Dreams, and my kids now know like the order of the hold music, and they know what's coming next. And yeah, it's the running soundtrack of my life at this point is the Disney hold music.
That is scary. That if your kids know what's coming up next on the hold music. So yeah, this is kind of where we're at with this right now. We'll come back with more information as we get it, either later today or tomorrow, to let you know what we're seeing and what's happening with this. And again, all the information about this we're putting on wdwinfo.com. We have a page there talking about this package. Links to, if you want to reach out to Dreams to book this package, future_bookings at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. They will take care of that. If you're also thinking about, even though they haven't been released yet, if you're thinking about 2021 reservations, that's how you can get assigned to an agent before those are open. Then the agents know, what they have to book once those reservations open up. You can send that also to future_bookings at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. I don't think I've ever used the word underscore so many times in the span of 15 minutes as I have in this discussion. All right, we just wanted to get that out and talk about it a little bit. I don't know if we have any more. Oh, we do have some more questions. William Weston, if I only had 1 night at Pop booked on March 20th, then can I book a 5-night stay and get 5 nights free dining. Yes, if you had a reservation, room only or package booked during this affected period, March 16th through May 30th, you are eligible to book this package. You must book a minimum of 2 nights and have a minimum of two days of park passes to qualify. So yeah, you had 1 night at Pop, you're eligible for this. At least that's our understanding. We may, have to come back and say, oh, sorry, William, you can't go to Disney. Trey Griffin is saying, does it matter if you canceled your own reservation or if Disney automatically canceled? It doesn't even matter if you canceled, I don't think, as long as you have a reservation in that period of time. So I think we probably need to clarify that for a lot of people, their reservations did cancel, either automatically by Disney or they canceled it themselves. For a lot of people, they were holding on to those May reservations, hoping it would open up. You're my kind of people, but you're not being penalized for not canceling. So as long as you have a reservation, canceled or otherwise, that falls within that period, March 16th through May 30th, you are eligible for this package, this free dining package. And I'm glad that there is so much demand that we're seeing, both what's already just in the last few minutes coming into Dreams and what's coming into Disney. Makes me very, very happy. It's the first really good piece of news we've had in 2 weeks. So I'm really excited about it. I'm sorry to keep looking at my phone, but that's where questions are. If you have any questions, ask them now because we're going to go in a little bit. We got people in there monitoring it.
Somebody asked about booking a trip in September. I just want to if you guys are looking at fall, which is past this, this offer goes through September 30th, but even September, October, November is starting to get super limited because people that have canceled their vacations have already gone ahead and booked for fall, and October, November is getting really hard to find availability. So even if you're looking at fall past this offer, you're going to want to go ahead and get it booked because once Disney opens up, it's going to be, people are banging at the door to get in.
Oh, and I'm being corrected, May 31st. So March 16th through May 31st is, if you have a reservation in that block, you are eligible for this. This is for arrivals June 1st through September 30th. So you're not going to be able to use this in October, as Elaine was just pointing at. But free dining. Free food. I mean, it's a way, you want to get Americans to do something, feed them. So, all right, I think we're going to wrap this up there. Thank you, folks, for coming out and watching us, and thank you for your support, as we mentioned before. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Elaine, for coming on. And we will... hold on. Couple more questions. We're going to do a couple more questions, and then I'll cancel it after these, or kill it after these two. Do we anticipate a similar type of offer for DCL? That's a really good question. Maybe. If you take a look at the number of discounts they're offering on sailings in June and July right now to Florida residents and military, it's pretty extensive. So it's really possible. Kyle McAllister, Pete, could I book now online myself, then transfer the reservation? You cannot book this package online. This package is not available to be booked. You have to call in. So either you're going to make that call, or one of my agents are going to make that call. That's it. You can't go online on Disney's website and book this. You can go on and book a package. You just can't book this one. So if you want this particular offer, which is free dining from June 1st through September 30th, you have to either go through us, through an agency, or call in yourself. But right now, all phone lines are down. So it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Again, great reason to use an agent. Elaine is sitting there with absolutely nothing to do. There's nothing to do.
And I'm already on hold, so I'm already in the queue right now. So if you really want a fast pass to the front of the line, you'll just email me and say, hey, book it for me.
And what is that email address?
That is Elaine, Elaine, at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
See, and that's the benefit for an agent that comes on these shows with me. They get to do that. So, all right, guys, thanks again for joining us, and we'll keep you posted on updates as we learn them. So thanks very much. Have a great rest of your Sunday.